I want to address this comment because this came from a video of me. That I was live streaming, and then my sister came and surprised me, and she surprised me as a Valentine, right? And I started crying. I didn't cry because of I'm tired of being alone or anything like this. I just started crying because I felt something that I haven't felt in years, if not ever, because I've never experienced that type of, and that's why I started crying, and that's why this comment came up, because they were like, I'm 13, and it's probably gonna be a long time till I have that. And I just want to talk about you're 13, gang. And this is not to bash any kid that is watching me, but at 13, you barely know what your favorite color is. For you to be over here thinking about Valentine, I promise you, your Valentine, your mom, your dad, enjoy their youth, because as much as you don't think about this right now, your parents are going to get old. They're not eternal, You're going to get old. You're 13. You don't need a Valentine. Have your little sister as your Valentine. It doesn't have to be a romantic Valentine. Do your research. You guys can, it's just love. Your parents, enjoy that. You don't need to have a girlfriend. You're 13. and I want to use this comment to segue into talking. I want to talk to the little kids. Little, I mean anything below the age of, honestly, 17. You guys got to, it's not common nowadays. You guys see the internet and you have these social media creators that are blowing up off of girls and this and that. And you guys think that what you want is a ton of girls and a couple. And I promise you, there's a place and time for all of that. At that age, it's not there. I had my first girlfriend, real girlfriend, at 18. And I wasn't even ready then. And this isn't, everybody's a case by case. And of course, there's like that 0.001 of like the high school sweethearts. Okay, cool. I recommend you guys to not even have a girlfriend, honestly, till you're like 18. But even then, at 18, I wasn't ready. I'm about to be 22 in 4 days. And even now, I still low-key don't feel like I'm ready to be in a relationship. You guys want to rush something that is not meant for you at this time. A lot of kids, and it's because you see the internet. Everybody's in a couple, so you have to be in a couple. Yo, value your purity. Practice purity. Practice finding out who you are as a human being, because at 13, you barely know your favorite color. And to be honest, you probably don't know how to wipe your booty correctly. So continue to practice purity. The world is going to tell you it's cool to get with a ton of people and this and that, but getting with a ton of people, all you're going to do is confuse your identity and hurt your heart at a time that your heart was never meant to be given to anybody else, because you're still figuring out who you are. And how are you going to figure out who you are when you're giving your heart to a ton of people that are also figuring out who they are? And then all it just becomes is a lot of traumas that didn't need to be brought onto at such an early age. And you take that with you into your adult relationships. And then it's a whole cycle. And if you don't overcome it, then your kids are going to go through it. So all I'm saying is, I know this is an Unky App session. And what's crazy is that you kids are going to watch this and be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just old. He doesn't know what he's talking, 21. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And what's crazy is that the only reason why I'm wiser or smarter than you guys isn't because let's use the word wiser. The only reason why I'm technically wiser than you guys isn't because I know it all. It isn't because I'm so smart or my IQ is high. It's because I've lived more than you. The only reason why my older sister's wiser than me is because she lived more than me. She has more experiences. What's made me the person I am, what's made my dad as wise as he is, it isn't that he's smart, trust me. It isn't that he's smart. It's that he's had more experiences, which makes him wiser. I'm telling you guys right now, if I could go back and never get in that relationship at 18, I would do it. I'm grateful it happened because I've learned and it had to happen. It was in God's plans. But at the same time, I wish I kept my purity. I wish I was pure. It's not cool anymore to be pure. I get it. It's not common and it's not cool. But I promise you, if you ask me, cool depends on the person you ask. I don't think it's cool to have a lot of trauma. I don't think it's cool to hurt a lot of people. And when you don't address it, it bleeds into the rest of your life. And then you start building a life that you start regretting and asking yourself, how did I end up here? And it all started from one thing. So all I'm saying is this video is going to be mad long and nobody's going to watch it. But to these kids, oh, no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I need a girlfriend. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need a girlfriend at 13. You don't need one at 14. You don't need one at 15. At 13, you know what I thought I was going to be? At 13, I thought I was going to be a basketball player. Then at 16, I realized I'm not getting past 5'9". So I wanted to be a lawyer. Then I took the PA SAT and got a 920 in my SAT. I'm not being a lawyer either. Then at 21, I thought I was going to be God knows what. Now at 21, I do music and content creation. I couldn't have predicted that in 3 lifetimes. So life is constantly changing. The last thing you need, and that's from the video I was explaining. I didn't cry because I'm so alone and so my life is so miserable. No. All I cried was because that was a feeling that first off, it's hard to surprise me. I was not expecting to feel that. So that kind of triggered something. I was like, damn. And that's why the entire stream, if you watch it, that's what I was talking about. But it isn't about being alone. Gang, it's fine to be alone. I've been alone for multiple years. It's the happiest and most peaceful I've ever been. This isn't me lying. It's being for real. And now any girl that I think about having in my circle, I think about it twice. Because I understand the power of having a couple, of having a person. At 13, you don't need that. At 13, you don't know what you're doing. At 12, 11, 10, kids think that it's a flex, and I get it because they see it on the internet. So since these role models that they're placing, that's what they show, that's what they think, but that's not what you guys want. And I know it because I've lived it. So that isn't going to do anything better for you. I was the kid that I was so chopped when I was younger that I wanted every girl, but no girl wanted me. I was everybody's friend, but I was nobody's potential hubby. But honestly, thank God, because I saved myself from a lot. I was a lot pure for a long time. Doesn't make me better than anybody. I was just chopped. Now, it's hard when you're good looking at a young age because then there's really nothing stopping you. And then you think you're on top of the world. And kids, let me tell you guys something. I know the majority of the kids, the majority of the people on the internet are kids. I promise you, it is not cool to grow up fast. I promise you, every single one of you guys, and I know it because I've hung, like, anytime I go to a camp or I go around kids, you guys want to be grown so fast. You don't even know what you're wishing for. I would do anything. I mean anything. And Diddy's in the world. I would do anything to go back to your guys' age. The richest thing that you guys have right now is your age. Is the fact that you're 14, 13. That's the best thing. Oh, I want a couple. No, you don't. No, you don't. Of course, it's a blessing and it's the circle of life. And no matter how much I appreciate and stay in the moment, it's going to happen. It's going to pass. So eventually, I'm going to have to be a dad. And then I'm going to be a grandparent. And every stage of life is beautiful. But enjoy, stay in your season and enjoy it and value it so that when the next one comes, you can appreciate what you had and continue forward and learn. Don't stay stuck. I promise you guys want to be grown so fast. The worst mistake I made when I was younger is I can't wait to be grown. I'm grown. I want to go back. Where's the reset button? Where can I respawn? I would do anything. Stop thinking that I'm telling you, you guys think that, oh, being grown is fine. I can't wait till this. No, just no. Emotional trauma to deal with that, that's not fun. It's not fun to deal with bills. It's not fun to deal with what you're going to do with life, responsibilities. Your parents are getting older. The older you get, your parents are going to get older. Your siblings, things are not the same. They're not. So I know I went on a rant, but enjoy your youth, stay young, and be pure. Don't listen to the internet. Don't listen to the world. Everybody's going to do their own thing. But at the end of the day, all those friends I had in middle school are not around anymore. High school, they're not around anymore. College, damn near not around anymore. Times change. Those people that you think are there forever, they're not going to be there forever. And at the end of the day, something goes wrong in your life. You think they're ride or dies. Something goes wrong in your life. Ask yourself where those friends are going to be. You right now are going to be like, oh, they're going to be with me. We'll see in a couple years. I pray the best over you guys. But life will hit you. People are not really there for you. They're there for you when they can benefit off of you. But when there's no more benefit, are they really there for you? When the worst is happening to you, are they there for you? You're on your own. There are good people out there, of course there are. I'm not going to say everybody's bad. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, you're by yourself. You were born alone and you're going to die alone. So please, listen to yourself. Don't listen to the world. Because that same person that will tell you to do something stupid is not going to be that same person serving that stupid sentence that you put yourself in. So that's the end of the yap. Jesus loves y'all. Chase purity. And please, stay in your age range and enjoy it. Stay pure, please. I promise it's so much better than making mistakes. A smart man makes a mistake, learns from it, never makes it again. A wise man learns from the smart man's mistake and never commits it in the first place. Be the wise man.